sending in Delta Force. Rescue the healthy cells, now! Another victory.
This video is going to be a part 2 continuation of my first TOX video and having to do with NR4A exhaustion. Okay, so TOX dominance is driven by hypoxia, so iron deficiency. Red blood cells are not getting the iron so that they can function to deliver the iron around the tissues. If that's not possible, TOX dominance occurs. TOX dominance is also caused by NFAT, whether if it translocates to the nucleus or not. So that has to do with calcium influx, kiwi allowing the calcium channel to make the calcium at strong short bursts and not weak long bursts. Because if it's weak and long bursts, then the calcium cannot activate the calcineurin to dephosphorylate the NFAT to translocate to the nucleus. But NFAT has to translocate to the nucleus together and as a team with AP1. If NFAT is not paired with AP1 to the nucleus, that will actually revive or revert right back to TOX dominance, which is not a good thing. So that's why AP1 has to be brought back. AP1 loss is caused by ongoing CD27, CD70 Axis, because it creates ongoing NFkB, eventually leading to exhausted T cells and AP1 loss. Okay, bringing back AP1 loss or reversing that, and as well as bringing back exhausted T cells after the chromatin has closed, is a very long and difficult process that not even one video, maybe not even 10 or 20 would be enough time to be able to explain the entire process. Okay, so the goal is to push towards NR4A or recovery, and to push the cells away from TOX. TOX is the state or the disposition where, or the situation where the chromatin is closed, and then heightened PD1, because so axis PD1, PDL1 on the tumor, PD1 is on the immune cell, and then leading to CD27 loss. Okay, so the first food here, it's actually beans, and it's Canolini beans, which is a kind of or type of white kidney bean, and has polyamines such as spermidine, also has apigenin and moderate phytic acid. Okay, now what's cool about these white kidney beans is that it lowers or dampens NFkB, or the apigenin in the white kidney bean lowers or dampens NFkB, because the NFkB was the reason, or in the first place, or one of the factors of why AP1 was lost and then leading to exhausted T cells. Another very critical benefit of Canolini beans is that it supports chromatin openness. So that's critical for to bring back exhausted T cells, as well as to give IL-2 for the T cells, because if the chromatin is shut as a result of ongoing NFkB and then AP1 is lost, the chromatin being shut is the reason why the T cells stay exhausted. If they're exhausted, then they can't fight against cancer cells. So the chromatin must be opened, and that is possible thanks to these white kidney beans. Okay, so white Canolini kidney beans, they do support exhaustion reversal, but it doesn't mean that these white kidney beans can support reversal on their own. It's only one small piece of a very huge puzzle when it comes to opening chromatin back up, because opening shut chromatin is a part or even one of the main components or parts of reversing the exhaustion of T cells and bringing back AP1 and IL-2. Okay, next here is kidney beans, and have to be very careful with these, because if they are undercooked or poorly prepared, they can actually push towards raising the chances of increased TOX dominance therefore exhausted T cells. Since the whole goal of this video is to push away from tox and to push the cells towards NR4A reversal or revival. Kidney beans are also high in phytic acid, especially if they are not well cooked. That means that it's going to bind important nutrients and reduce the availability, such as magnesium. And magnesium is actually critical if the chromatin is managed to become opened, because once it is opened, magnesium is required for the nucleosome to shift out of the way of the DNA for the transcription factors for IL-2 and T-cell exhaustion revival to be able to work. The next bean is a pretty good one, and that is small red beans, very high in anthocyanins, also lower lectins than kidney beans. So lectins is a whole nother rabbit hole, but basically it's like inflammatory in the gut. But red beans, they do have a strong antioxidant tone, and a reactive oxygen species is one of the reasons for Tox dominance. Also preserves mitochondrial integrity. That's critical because the mitochondria is lost during the process that leads to locked chromatin and then exhausted T cells. The way the mitochondria is lost is because of the PGC1A lost or downregulated as a result of ongoing NFkB because of CD27, CD70 Axis. So small red beans, they allow NR4A to remain adaptive and not dominant, since NR4A is a part of the reversal of the exhaustion of T cells. Also, small red beans promotes strong tox suppression, which is maybe probably one of the top beans in the whole video, or in this, or at least just in this list, since one of the main goals is to reduce tox, to push cells away from tox. Okay, so recap to close off the video is Canolini beans, which is a type of white kidney bean, has polyamines such as spermidine, so which is a whole nother rabbit hole for a different video. Also has apigenin, which makes these white kidney beans a rather special bean as compared to the other beans that probably don't have apigenin. These white kidney beans, they have moderate phytic acid. High phytic acid can bind important minerals, so careful. And also has a spermidine, which leads to autophagy, removing damaged mitochondria. Next one is risky, especially if it's undercooked, and that is kidney beans. Red or light red has very high phytic acid, so that can reduce magnesium, and magnesium is needed to move the nucleosomes or to shift them out of the way of the DNA if the chromatin is managed to even get opened. If kidney beans, the red ones, are poorly cooked or undercooked, that will raise the risk of tox reinforcement, or which is the very opposite of the goal of the video, which is to push cells away from tox. And the last bean on the list, probably the best one, is small red beans. Very high anthocyanins, lower lectins than kidney beans, and has a strong antioxidant tone because high reactive oxygen species is one of the main contributing factors to tox dominance. Also, small red beans, they preserve mitochondrial integrity because the mitochondria was lost due to PGC1A reduced from ongoing NFkB on CD27, CD70 axis. So small red beans have a very strong tox suppression, which exactly serves the goal or the aim of this video, which is to suppress tox. So that's it for the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Keep it locked in here on this channel, and I'll see you in the next video.